Oh. OBS had like a graphical update, so everything looks different. So bear with me. It looks weird. But hi, how's it going?
Greetings. This is Nigel.
Oh! We saw a split second of Nigel there.
Also, Sam, what is your highest GR? Idiot.
Alright, we can't see anymore. Thank you, Nigel, and thank you, Scott. I saw Nigel for a split second, and then he just went into the aether, so I don't know what happened there. But thanks for the raid, Scott. Appreciate it, man. How was the stream? How are you? Ooh, woo. Oh, I was ready to like just catch down, and there's just no audio. Alright then. Fine. I'm glad it will. Glad that your stream was good. Glad that you were good. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. I'm alright. Silencia, por favor. Now we have to do everyone's favourite activity and save abuse Mega Beef Bowl challenge. What do I need? I need courage. Oh, sorry, I need understanding, courage, and brave. Wait, and diligence, sorry. Understanding, courage, diligence. Understanding? Alright, GG. What? Silencia is like silence in some... I was gonna say country. Yeah, that I do. In some country. Give us the fucking cat jam, man. This is so weird. Is it? No way. Scott, were you, I don't know if you were in the last Persona 4 stream, but, we met a MILF. We went to do our night job at the hospital, and a nurse came up to us and was like, "You're a high schooler. You must have really smooth skin." And then we said to her, "I'm not interested." And then she said, "I'm gonna change my shift so we can work at the same time. I'll see you again." So that's what we're doing after the Mega Bowl. Understanding? Juju stands for Galactic Granddad. Okay. Seal of approval from Scott. Understanding? Oh my god. I was looking forward to the chill part of Persona 4, where we just do story stuff. But now I have to do 3 hours of this. Feels fucking bad. Did you notice the do you use OBS or do you still use Streamlabs OBS, Scott? You still use Streamlabs? Oh, okay. Just because OBS got an update today, which makes all the text look much more. Oh, sick! I know exactly what you mean. Oh, courage! Oh, we did it. Yeah. Finishing your meal, you went home. Finishing your 6, 7, or 8 meals, you went home.
Oh, you're home.
It's almost Tanabata, so I set up some bamboo to use later. You can work at a hospital. Hold on. Let me save. What the fuck? I love it when my text is easier to read. Don't we all?
They look yummy.
I want to help harvest too.
We've got veggies.
Do you think we can grow even more? Okay. What seedling will you plant? You didn't have any seedlings. Plant her! Plant her head on the fucking ground! Bang! What are we doing? Where's the ting? Where's the ting? Got no tings. Pub. Me when ting. Is it this? Yeah. It's raining today. The weather reminds me of a man I once knew. It was raining at that day too. Oh dear, I'm sad now. Perhaps I should sing something to cheer myself up. Wetting? Sus. How do I give you talk, I guess? This your first somewhere in Inaba? It's raining. There's a festival of the shrine and the fireworks as well. I used to go to them with the man I knew. Passes way of rushing back to you. Who the fuck? I don't know. Say, would you like to make an unforgettable summer memory with me? Oh, I'm only teasing you, but you be sure to make some memories of your own this summer. Do you have a present for my little one? Yes. Here, there's a little. Thank you. Breadcrumbs. Alright, no worries. I got breadcrumb. Right. Oh, Scott's gonna miss the mill. Oh well. You know, a municipal hospital, empty hospital room. You basically cleaned the recently vacated hospital room. There's someone watching you. You decided to pretend not to notice. Continue cleaning. Hell yeah.
Nice work.
What? Were you waiting here for me? Oh, you sweet thing. Well then. Would you like to study with me? Perhaps a subject that they don't teach in school, if you catch my drift. Right, option A or B? I'm not interested. Oh, you're an honest guy. That's cute in boys your age. I don't find your type around here. The kids over here are much simpler. All they see is the carrot dangling in front of their faces. Oh, he's back for the MILF. I know. You seem to have some sort of secret deep inside you. I think it's irresistible. Psycho smiles in satisfaction. You can feel Psycho's mischievous affection for you. And he came. Nurse 2.
I'll see you again.
You just touched my cock. You finished your job and went home. Who knows, Scott? There we go. Now we can jam. Of the cat variety. What if you score? It's a cat! Ooh. I'm a loser. Where? How? You get your net ready, hold it tight, and then boom. Don't rush it though. Where they at? Catch bugs. Look at that fucking stance. Bugs have gathered around the tree. Swing it when the appears over your head for the best results. Swung the net with perfect timing. How many bugs did you catch? I did it. I got a Yasso locust. I got a Yasso locust. I got a Mew cricket. I got a Tatsuhumi ladybug. Did it. Yeah! Oh, now I need a Eon! Or Aeon! That's an Aeon! Aeon! Ah! Who? No. Marie. It's Scott's Bay. No, Scott, I just need someone to love. My boss hugged me at work today, it was really weird. Ian? No! I don't need Ian.
Huh?
Oh, you're here. Hey, will you take me somewhere? seems Marie wants to go out with Scott.
Let's go.
He hugged me. Is this America? You going, all right? I want to see what it's like. You should decided to take Marie to school. It was the last thing you ever did. Some gal food? Flood! Not food! Plane. You decided to take Marie to school with you.
Hey,
You go to school every day, right? You don't get tired of it? It's fun.
is that so?
Oh, do they have a TV there? Can you watch Star Scandals? Though she misunderstands, Marie seems to be enjoying this.
What's up?
I thought you already went home. Oh, hey Marie-chan. It's been a while, hasn't it? I heard that you've been with Chie and Yukiko, so you're showing her around, huh? What are you guys doing? Out on a stroll? I'm showing her the school. Huh? You are? Tell Yosuke how Marie wants to see the school. Oh, I get it. Marie-chan goes to a different school after all, huh? Still, what could be special about our school? Oh well. Alright, I'll join you. Allow me to welcome you to Yasugami High. Can I go inside? No problem. School's out today, but there's still some people around. We can go in. I mean, we can always say that we're showing you around the school. Yasugami High, second floor hall. And here's our classroom. Pretty retro, huh? I guess you could call it cozy. So big. Huh? It is? Well, there's a lot of empty land here. I guess the school's pretty big if you count the fields and yards and stuff. What about where you are, Marie-chan? Is it cramped since it's in the city? Me? It's tiny. I mean, it's a single room.
For reals?
One room? Seriously? It's some kind of advanced placement class or something. I don't know. It's small, it's dark. The nose never says anything. Nobody ever says anything. It's boring. The nose? Is that what you call your teacher? A teacher who doesn't talk. Isn't that neglecting your job? Hey, I want to see more. There's still more to see, right? Seems Marie's very interested in your school. Yeah, man. Oh, nose! She's as strange as she was last time. Then again, everybody I've gotten to know recently has been pretty much on the other side, so I'm used to it. Haha. Let's go high rooftop. And this is where we hang out. What do you think? Isn't this a great place to spend your youth? Youth? How does someone spend youth? Give me an example. An example? Well, you know, shops. It's kind of awkward to have to put it into words. I don't get it. Do green and red do that too? Of course.
Why?
Why do you need to spend youth? Don't you have anything better to do? You wanted me to say more? Well, I mean, it's fun. Not being in superficial relationships, being with people who know the real you. The real you? Being with people like that helps me from losing sight of who I am. You know, so I can face myself. Ah! This is embarrassing. I can't say anymore. Sorry. Face yourself. Let's spend our youths!
No.
What good is that gonna do anything? Marie's deep in thought. Let's just end this here, please. Forget I said anything. So, I know. You haven't seen the library yet, right? We don't have all day, so let's get going. Face your true self. I think Marie's wondering about the meaning of what Yosuke said. I feel like you understand Marie a bit more now. Do we though? Do we? Let's go.
See ya.
We scored her back to the. Why are you saying Ian? What?
Welcome home.
Who's Ian? There's only one Ian I know, and that's a work joke because we had a guy working with us called Ian, and one day the guy I worked with was like, "Ah, Ian's departed," as then he left the business, but because he was kind of old, it sounded like he died. So now Ian is dead, even though he's not dead. He's dead. Yeah, Ian. Yeah, bless him. And I'm sure he's perfectly fine. He's probably retired. But, you know, he's departed. Ow. What am I doing? Oh, and now we have to do the quest. Quest 11. I wish my life had a meaning again. It's just a constant loop. I swear, man. Poor Ian, yeah. Make a model. Whoa, look at that green. You decided to build a model. You suddenly assembled the complex pieces. You almost got off a piece that you weren't supposed to. And yeah, the model is not complete. You can keep working on it later. Made Kermit the Frog on a cross, and it says Ian on the cross. We burn it. You have the day off from school today. What you could do now is wait for Reese. I forgot her name. Reese's Pieces. Oh, here we go, Scott. Here we go. The only program that matters. There he is. It's the shady commodities from Persona 5. Yeah, man. Okay, peach seed times 30. Okay. Recommend peach seed. Okay then. That's because he's not shady yet, Scott. Get it? Yeah, or he's blind. Yeah, true. Right, let's go. Tesco. Okay. Mhm. Oh, no worries. Into tune. Give me that thick pipe. Thick. Oh, that's a thick item. Please. 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 Have I got enough? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Will you purchase hardcore? Oh my gower. He got he gone X Games. What? What? Books are always interesting, aren't they? Restricting yourself to a single genre is such a waste. Have you read any picture books? Don't just assume that they're for small children. They're expensive, hard to get to. Are you interested in them?
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
I'm interested. I knew you would be. I'll let you have one, but it won't be for free. Okay. Have you heard of hard boots? You can bring me a pair, I'll trade you for a picture book, okay? That's fair trade, what do you say? I'll look for them. Right, please do. Just bring them to me and we'll make the trade. Ah, you have them, let's make the trade. Trade. Okay, it's deal. Here you go. And here's a little something extra for your troubles. Eat on it, game. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do I have an emperor? Oh, there he is. He, she, it. Who's the emperor? Ian. What I'm gonna track down Ian. Wherever he is. Oh, I can't actually, he's dead, never mind.
Yeah.
Have some time? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You want to stop by my place? Ma said she wanted to meet you. Oh, whoa. Why is that? Central Shopping District. Hey Morgan, how's it going? Sir? Oh god. Don't call me sir. That's way too formal. And I'm in no way your superior, so I'm good, man. How are you? That's rude. After a little too much heroin. What?
Senpai.
Ryuji is a closet homosexual who beats up biker gangs. Got to warn you, there's nothing fun here. Hey, Mom, I'm home. She ain't here. What's she doing leaving the store open? Con-chan, there you are. Your mother's in the hospital.
The hell?
Let's hurry. Huh? Oh, yeah, I need to go and see. I only heard from a customer, but she's in a municipal hospital. Hurry, go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might be right, Scott. That might just be the hospital music. Mop! You're right. We're taken to the hospital. Someone do this to you? Goodness, you look pale. Never mind me, what about you? Huh? You're okay? I wasn't taken to the hospital, I took someone.
Huh?
Damn. Like, mother like son, she took out that kid, knocked him out and then took him to the hospital. The poor thing got hit by a bicycle right in front of our shop. Hit his head, so I had a doctor examine him. He said there's no damage, thank goodness. The one who hit him was a boy from your school. When he saw the poor child fall, he ran away. Why don't you find him and give him a good little scolding? Cut the crap. You got no idea how I felt. Haha, I'm fine. Your mother isn't kicking the bucket that easily. It's not like you to get so worried over such a little thing. Shut up, you old cow. Holy shit. No longer alarmed. Shut up, bitch.
I'm sorry.
Looks like it was no big deal. That's good. Well, yeah, but Kanji still looks embarrassed. I thought I faced all of my bad parts back there. But not everything can change just like that, huh? He is. Oh, sorry for dragging you around. If I'd been by myself, I might have been even more scared. Ha! Hope I can repay the favor. He came. Oh, we can do follow-up. Nice. I'm going home. That boy. We were both going home. You didn't have to run away like that. Oh, you're broken? You came to our store with Yuki-chan, right? I've been hearing a lot about you from Kanji. Senpai this, senpai that. He must really like you. Sorry to have made you both come all the way here. He hates hospitals, you see. His father, my husband, died here. Still happy music? Kanji happened to be somewhere else when he collapsed, so I think he was scared today. Haha, but it's good to see you. He's always had trouble getting along with people. He didn't have any friends like you before. Because of his attitude? That's part of it. He's become clumsy, inarticulate, and cowardly. He would always rather play house instead of catch, or go to home ec instead of PE. So he never had any male friends, but the girls didn't accept him either. After a while, he started getting into fights every day and bleaching his hair. I was worried about him, but lately he seems to be having fun. Please take care of him. All the music's good, man. I just think it's quite funny that she was like, "Oh yeah, his dad died," and everyone was like, dun, dun,
You're
dun,
back.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Oh, by the way, his dad died. Having a good time, yeah. Where am I? Help. Okay. Make a model. Is it the same text? It is. You realise it's still too early to put the glue on. Model's not complete. You can keep working on it later. Pascal? That's it for Pascal. Did you get all that in your notes? Cooking pasta is not real. You only heat it up. Especially man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature. But he is a thinking reed. That's incredibly important. True. Hey, are you paying attention, Yosuke Hanamura? I doubt you have many deep thoughts going on in your daily life. Who said this? Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but he's a thinking reed. Crap, I was spacing out and he totally caught me. Broken, gotta help me out. Oh, it's Pascal. Give him the correct... Oh, I see you did pick up on something I was saying while sitting there with that stupid look on your face. Man is but a reed, but he is a thinking reed. Came down the mind of Blaise Pascal. Write that down. Alright, so if man is a thinking reed, do you know what an unthinking reed is? An unthinking reed is just a reed. So I expect you idiots to at least keep thinking and read some books. What? It's true. Thank God, Bracken. I don't know what I would have said if I'd given the wrong answer. Yosuke, I appreciate it too. Oh, hey, Broken. You have some free time today? What if you do and you feel like hanging out? I'll be around the liquor store. No, we don't. Oh, yeah, actually, we do. Yeah, Maruka is a... He needs to Maruka that Maruka, you know what I'm saying? How many days are in June? I did. 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So today's the 5th. Thank you. So 2 more days. Today's the 5th day even. So I need to say on the 9th in the new one. I'm glad I don't do school stuff anymore. Wall paprika. Barrier corn. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go see that Barry Corn. That's his name. Right, do I have a hanged mang? Hanged. Oh no. Oh no. Hey Bath, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
Forgot what his name is. Naoki? I don't remember. Spencer.
Yes.
Sure, it's okay. Central Shopping District. Suicide. Came here with Naoki, who has finished helping his parents. Then Messiah made up an excuse for why he was late, and he said, the wind was really strong. The teacher got really pissed. Shut your eyes, all of you, he yelled. Started scolding us. But no one knew why we had to close our eyes, so it was really awkward. After scolding us, he starts class and yells out, who wants to answer? I know, Messiah, answer the question. Messiah says, I can't see the board with my eyes closed. The teacher lost it right there and the class became a brief period. You about to get sick? Oh nice. No, he's laughing like he's having a good time. Tell your own tale of failure. You told Naki a funny story about an embarrassing moment of your own. Really? Oh man, that's hilarious. Naki's overcome with laughter. What the fuck? I feel like it's been a while since I laughed. Naki's the expression looks gentle. That child, remember? The liquor store's Konishi-san's son, right? Their daughter was killed. Poor thing. A psychic on TV said that their ancestors committed some sin. I heard that their store faces the northeast, and that's what that boy looked cheerful. You'd figure he would be sad. That's pretty cold of him. Siblings close in age aren't that friendly to each other. My son and daughter are. What the fuck? Okay, he's biting his lip. He's really turned on. I'll go tell him off.
No, it's okay.
They're not worth your time. Yeah, let's talk about his trauma. Wait, is he laughing? Is he laughing? Is he? Is he? Is he laughing? Is he laughing? Huh? You laughing? Sorry, you going through trauma, Scott? Morgan, Bash, you going through trauma? Are you trying to have a good time? Oh my watch, bitch. Shh. Oh. Those roving eyes always around somewhere. Yeah, I'm used to it though. Seems they're not satisfied unless I look like a victim. That's why it's been so long since I talked to anyone about stupid things and just laughed. It's fun. Naki's smiling cheerfully. You feel that your relationship with him is grown in the ass. Haha, I'm sorry. I probably made you feel uneasier. Let's go home.
I'll see you again.
The letter C.
Welcome back.
You open the fridge. There's a cup of flan. Naniko's name is written on the lid of the container. Eat Naniko's flan. Oh, God. Ugh. Ooh. She's like 8. Stolen food always tastes good, but you do feel guilty about it. I do feel guilty about eating Naniko's flan. You decided to build a model. Assemble the complex pieces. Reese's Pieces. The sticker is peeling off already. The model's been completed. You obtained motherfucker 06S Brahman. You should show this to the man at the model shop, then put it on your shelf. Oh. Hello. No, we don't have time for fun or you'll get shot. Where is this man? He's in the shopping district. That's the MF06S Brahman I gave you. You actually built it. Wow, it's good. Well made. Man is tearing up. Making plastic models takes a lot of time, huh? The time you spend makes the love for your creation deeper. Haha, I must be doing a line. I was recalling the days I spent toiling away at plastic models. It was fun. It's all in the past now. Thank you. By giving me a final glimpse of this joy, you made me realise that this phase of my life has passed. Starting tomorrow night, I'm going to start sorting through the remaining models in my store. Oh yes, I need to give my thanks to this shrine too. Not as if I have any reason to live now. Man smiles sadly. We did it. Oh yeah, you can have this too. I'm full memory. Once you finish that one, will you come show it to me? I'll be at the shop at night. If you don't mind putting them together, I'll give you another one. Okay. Who's Chariot again? Chie. Do I have a Chariot? Yes. Right. Where is Chie? Still at the school roof? I read that as Chain Riot, and I was like, why would you write Chain Riot? And then I realised you just put the word Ian in there.
Yo!
That was a huge stretch. So was his life. But it was cut short. You want to train?
Yeah, let's go!
Chie looks happy. Let's move on. Finished today's training and came here with Chie. Have you had the steak skewers? The meat is tender and delicious and they hardly cost anything. Well, no, it'd be cow meat. Just kidding. Well, thinking about it, it's kind of gross. Haha. The police are here. Then is this place really serving fake meat? Excuse me. Yes, I haven't eaten any of the meat today, I swear. Lately there's been several instances with a group of teenagers bullying people around here.
Huh?
Bullying? Extortion, if you will. Have you seen anyone suspicious? No, no one in particular. Stop speaking of the dead. Or what, Scott? I see. Well, you two be careful then. I'm gonna put a baton up his ass. I'm glad it wasn't the meat. But still, bullying? What cowards, ganging up on the dead like that? Exactly. It's so cruel and stupid. Chie is outraged. We'll grab him and make him apologize, right, leader? Of course. I knew you'd say that. Chie looks happy. Mowing down Ian and saving the weak, a lone female fighter stands. To protect the town's peace, she throws herself into the battlefield, unbeknownst to it all. Ooh, yeah, that sounds cool. Broken, leave it to me. Though, I'd feel better about it if you helped, and it made me kinda happy. Chie seems somewhat embarrassed. She's doing this right now, going like that. She's embarrassed. She's not asking to sword fight with me. That's another work story for another time. Ooh. Let's do. She doesn't want a sword fight with your baby. Says you. Alright, first let's eat.
Don't think. Feel.
Right? Actually, in this case, would it be don't think eat? Don't think
See you later.
Ian.
Welcome back.
Right, we've got another save abuse. Hallelujah. What's they say? Hey, we got it on the first try. Muggers May. Oh, it's Muggers Mogtember. It's officially 24 DC 01 Muggers Mogtember Yeah. I'm not a psychopath, Scott. Just, you know, embracing my religion. Is that okay with you? God. You understand me, Scott. You completely, Scott. Ian, Scott.
Yeah.
Is he allowed, what, Ian? The hill overlooking town. Candy took you here. Candy. Oh, Candy's younger than the main character that we're playing as. And Ian, probably not. But if he's a ghost, then who cares, right? That's why he calls us senpai, because Candy's younger than the main character. Being able to see my house and school and everything from up here makes me feel small. I mean, to be fair, his hairline is like, starts all the way back here, so. When you met Mel in the hospital, did she say anything about me? Plenty.
That's so.
What I thought. Yeah, man. Well, you already know everything about me. I got nothing to hide. Candy has an embarrassed smile on his face. Wish I could quit being afraid of hospitals. I gotta get stronger. Huh? That kid, he was with Mom at the hospital. You're a kid, what are you doing here by yourself? Nothing. And how come you're not gonna cry? I lost a doll. I lost the knit rabbit doll that Sanchan wore. Taka said it was girly and stomped on it. It got all dirty and he said, if you're a man, then throw it away. I threw the doll in the river and it got washed away. What should I do? I have to give it back to Sana-chan. She liked that bunny and I... So why are you here? You ran away? You dumb kid. Come on, don't just stand there.
Senpai.
Oh, I'm gonna go now. I'll go with you.
The hell?
The hell? Care more about that kid than anyone else in the game. Wow. He's gonna die. Hands eyes are wide open. Samagawa Riverbank. Kanji's looking in the river. I'll help. You shut up. Stay where you are so you don't get in the way. Senpai, make sure he doesn't come in after me. Whoa, this is cold. Despite his efforts, Kanji was unable to find the bunny doll. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize to Sana-chan. Even if she's mad, I'll say I'm sorry. Yeah, well, if you do find the rabbit, make sure you give it to her. Yo, hold up. Oh, fuck. Just tell me. Alright, I got it. You apologize to Sana-chan. You're the one who threw it away. Might not be the same, but I'll get you a new one. So let it go with that. Mister? Who are you calling Mister? Did you just assume his gender? Jeez, I'm still in high school. This is the prime of my youth. Do I really look that old? Maybe it's the eyebrows. You don't have any. Oh, anyways, sorry about dragging you into this. You're giving him a new one? So you heard me, huh? Kanji seems really embarrassed. Maybe that's what happened. His eyebrows went up with his hairline, so his hairline is his eyebrow. It was like I understood how he felt. Wanting to be accepted, afraid of being left out, doing stuff that you shouldn't, then taking on one person you shouldn't make cry and making them bawl. So, you know, that's something that could help him. Was I going too easy on him? Kanji's an embarrassed smile on his face. You feel you understand Kanji a bit more. Kanji's nuts fit in your mouth. He did it. That was just a stick. Oh, I guess so. Gah. I feel like sneezing, but it won't come out. This sucks. Looks like I'm catching a cold. I better head home.
Later.
It's got David. Everyone run. Uh-oh.
Welcome back.
We're gonna go hang out with the MILF. Oh, the package came. Dun, 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 dun. Go outside. Go to MILF. Hostel hallway. Busy to clean the dark silent hallways. You thought you heard something from down the hall. You decided to pretend not to hear it and continue cleaning. Since you finished reading 100 ghost stories, this didn't perturb you at all. Oh, it's an old person. You see an old lady in a morning dress. Is she real?
My.
Oh, forgive me. Seems the old lady is looking in your direction. Oh my god! There she goes. The old lady left. Who was she? Psyche found you and brought you here. Well done. You could just slack off and do a half-assed job, but you really do work your cute little butt off, don't you? I don't like saying this person's line. So why are you working at a job like this? For the money. You're a starving student? Then should you really be caught up here with a naughty lady like me? What the fuck? But still, a young child shouldn't be wasting time wiping windows at the hospital. I'm sure there are girls who would cry if they saw you doing menial chores like this. Speaking of which, say, do you have a girlfriend? I do. Oh, then you can't let your girlfriend see you like this, Like what? High schoolers are so young. They're only 10 years younger, but they seem so... So she's actually only like mid to late 20s. It's like they're glittering. I feel this. What do you call it? Envy? Maybe that's why. I don't know how old the main character is. Just want to see them get screwed over by life. Oh, that was a joke, of course. Half of it was, anyway. Do you see what I'm getting at? Stop it. Oh, I keep telling you, silly. That's the kind of reaction I just find irresistible. I have to go now. I have a lot of work piling up. I just can't help myself. It's because she's just so cute. Get away.
I'll see you again.
Sorry to bother you while you're on the job. Keep up the good work, okay? Oh, now she's nice. What? Spend time with Kanji. I guess. Yeah, that's right. See, I got an appointment with that kid I was talking about. Catch you later. Today we'll look at Yukichi Fukuzawa's Gakumon no Susume, or An Encouragement of Learning. Now open up your textbooks. This Gakumon no Susume has a reference to the US Declaration of Independence. It's apparent once you start reading. There's a famous line at the beginning. Ian. Gakumon no Susume is famous for this line. However, the Ian portion shows that it is a reference. So this famous quote is a quotation in itself. Are you listening, Broken? Of course I'm listening. What's the beginning of Gakumon no Susume a reference to? The US Declaration of Independence. He must do. Because, I mean... Or, he was just born, like, really fucked up. Like, the umbilical cord, like, merged with him. And now he just has two heads, like, with a snake body. Before writing Gakumon no Susume, Fukuzawa wrote Saiyojijo, or Conditions of the West. In that book, he actually translated the entire declaration into Japanese. So he similarly uses the reference in Gakumon no Susume. Sorry if I'm butchering this Japanese, or whatever it is, by the way, because I am not good with it. Well, let's move on. An existence distinction between the wise and the stupid. It's like you, yeah, apart from your snakes down there, mate. Hill overlooking town. Okay. Sue's Kanji called the boy here. Here's the stuff I promised you. No complaining, okay? Kanji handed the boy what appears to be a bunny doll. It's complete with clothes, a ribbon, a hat, and an umbrella. It's very elaborate. Whoa, this is incredible. Where'd you buy it? Huh? Who cares? Well, I want one too. Oh, well, I got one for you. I have the boy another bunny. It's complete with clothes, shoes, a cap, and a soccer ball. It's very elaborate. Thank you. You're welcome, mate. For me? Thanks. Where'd you buy it? This old man here made it. What are you telling him for? You made this? You got a problem with that? If you think it's so creepy, then give it... Wow, you're so cool. Hey, can you make me something else? Mom loves this kind of stuff. Sure. You promised. I'm gonna go give this to Sana-chan. Thanks, mister. I'm not that old, damn it. He said I'm cool. He's like 8. It was pretty amazing. Yeah, but it's not like sewing's good for anything. Kanji seems embarrassed. But you know, it ain't a bad feeling. Thanks, huh? That was nothing. Kanji, with his embarrassed smile, looks more mature than usual. Kanji, with his embarrassed smile, looks like a bitch. This is a great place, huh? Oh, I'm drinking out the wrong can. The weather's different up here. Never noticed before. That's because you're on a hill, mate.
Later. You're back.
Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for the raid and all that. You the best. Ow, my back. Plans on today? I'll help you out. Oh, me too.
Well,
Planting seedlings, huh? It's been a while since I last did anything like this. Planting barrier corn.
I'm excited to see them come in.
Ooh, I hope tons of veggies grow. The old lady in mourning garb is standing there again. Good evening. I'm sorry about what happened last time when I was staring at your face. You just look like someone I knew. Your woman smiles gently. Do you work here? Only part-time.
Is that so?
That's wonderful. I have a granddaughter about your age. She went back home today though. Think about it. Meeting you here is a wonder. But I won't be coming back here anymore. What were you here for? Smelly old bag. Very feisty in this game, Morgan. She's in a big town. We might run into each other eventually. I like to have taken the sun at the riverbank when I had days off. The river sparkles so beautifully. It all feels so good, it saddens me. Saddens even. I'll be going now. All left.
Oh, you're here.
Talk about timing. That room over there needs some work done in it. Perhaps you could... Oh, whatever. Just get in there. Okay, everything's back in order. Patient who had been in this room left just a little while ago. Want you to mop the floor. Don't ask what happened here. I'd rather not know. Oh, I was just kidding. The patient who is here was released today. He returned right for the brick of death. He was a good patient who always listened to what I said. Plus, he was the president of his company at a young age. He was handsome, didn't complain, and independent. He wanted to get back to his work desperately. Thanks to his perseverance, he was able to leave even earlier than we had scheduled to release him. Thank you for caring for me, he said, bowing to me so happily. Then he turned around and walked out. He said such stupid things like that he loved me. Everyone leaves. They only need me when they're my patients. In the end, they will leave me. That's just how it is. This, coming from a kid. I must not have been making sense. Forget what I was saying. I'll ask another janitor to handle this room. You go on home. Streets are dark, you shouldn't be here. You wouldn't want to get caught. Find me.
Nice work.
No music for some reason. Ow. There seems to be no music whenever it rains. It's That's really weird. Let's go see the fox. That's why are they? That's really weird. Oh well. I guess that's true. I won't read any of this because it's all the same mumbo jumbo. What do you want to do today? What, cleaning with an envelope? Rain doesn't seem to be letting up this morning. Go into town. I want to be able to converse better. I don't want to hurt people with the rude things I say when I'm nervous. Seems the fox wants to feel the wish written on the ear of its back. Rethinking of the... Yep. No worries, Morgan. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Enjoy your dinner. I'm jealous. I want dinner. Right, let's ride around the neighborhood. Oh, thanks, man. It's nice of you. After getting lost, you reach the hill overlooking town. But you feel as if you've gotten a very good feel for the place. If you run a little more, you'll be completely familiar with the area.
And now the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
Seems the fog will set in tonight. Oh no, Juness. Feels bad, man. Let's watch the Midnight Channel. It's midnight. Fog is setting. No one's appearing on the Midnight Channel. Since Ruse's been rescued, it seems the killer was thwarted this time. Fog is covering the town. Oh shit. Is that Adachi? You can hear sirens in the distance. Did something happen? It's from Chie.
Did you hear yet? They found a dead body just outside the shopping district. I don't get it. I mean, look, we're all meeting at Juness. Come over right away.
Oh shit. You're sure that you rescued Rise? It would be best if you hurried to Juness.
Hey, over here! Yosuke went over to check out the scene. He should be back soon.
Yeah, it was murder, all right. The body was hanging upside down on an apartment's rooftop railing.
But how could that...
That's not all. The victim this time, it was King Moron.
King Moron?
You mean that King Moron? Senpai's homeroom teacher?
Why? What on earth is going on here?
How am I supposed to know? But I talked to a guy there who saw it. It's true. There's no mistake.
Gotta be shitting me. Ain't the killer targeting people who get shown on TV? I ain't never seen King Moron on the Midnight Channel or any other programs.
Why? Why did this happen?
I thought we finally figured some things out. Were they all just a big coincidence?
Maybe the Midnight Channel doesn't have anything to do with this.
Damn it! We came so far and now we're back to square one! Were we in over our heads, trying to catch a culprit that even the police couldn't find?
It's too early to give up.
Damn straight. We started this thing because the police can't tell their asses from their elbows. We give up now, and that shithead's gonna be on the loose forever. This ain't the time for bitching and moaning. We just gotta keep on keeping on.
Kanji-kun.
Big talk from someone like you, Kanji.
What's that supposed to mean?
I know. We're dealing with a murderer here, but we've all risked our lives to get this far. No way we'll back down. And we promised the bear, too.
Hey, that's right. Maybe Teddy knows something about this.
Well, since moping around won't do us any good, let's go see him.
Do 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 do.
Huh? There's staff here?
Now that's unusual. Hi there. Did something happen?
Ah, Yosuke-kun.
Great timing. Did the manager tell you anything about this? There's been this weird mascot around our department for quite a while now. Is there some kind of campaign on today?
Mascot?
He said his name was, what was it? Terry? Eddie?
Well, there are no customers around, so I guess it's fine. I better get back to my station.
Please don't tell me.
Whoa! He's here!
Ah, this really hits the spot.
What the? I mean, how'd you?
It took you guys long enough. I've been waiting.
Teddy, are you okay on this side?
How did you even leave your side?
Of course I can come out. There's an exit. It just never occurred to me to do it before. But spending time with you all sparked my curiosity about this world. I did wonder if it was a good idea, but my feet started moving before I could decide. And when I thought about it, I had nowhere to go. And it was a waste to go back. So I waited here for you. Oh, someone asked for my name, so I told them, I'm Teddy.
So that's why.
Oh, yeah, there's something we need to ask you. How long have you been here, Teddy? Did anyone enter the other world?
I stayed until the fog settled in on my side, but no one came.
You're positive? You really didn't sense a single person?
I just said that I didn't. I was there all by myself, like always.
And your nose wasn't clogged or anything?
Aren't you listening? I was utterly, totally, and 100% alone. That's why I came over here. But I can understand if you don't believe me. My senses aren't that good lately anyways.
I believe you.
Oh, Sensei's heart is radiating pure kindness.
Well, it's true that the Midnight Channel was blank last night. And even before that, Teddy says he didn't sense anything, right? Does that mean King Moron was never on that side?
What's going on?
Hey, I want to go somewhere.
Huh? Now ain't the time, dude. You seriously don't plan on going back, do you? Where do you want to go, anyway?
I want to give this to Rise-chan. It's for her.
See glasses from Teddy.
Rise-chan will probably back us up from now on. So I'm gonna fight alongside you with everything I got. Don't think of me as the same cute little Teddy. I'm an all-new model. I have a powerful attack, an unbeatable defense, and a winning smile. Today begins the new legend of Teddy!
Wow, a new legend.
Teddy's joined the group as a frontline fighter. Definitely be a strong asset in your battle against the shadows.
People are starting to stare. Keep it down, will you, Ted? Come on, let's go somewhere else. Okay, just to make sure, I'm gonna ask you one last time. Nobody was over there, except for you, until the fog came back, correct?
That's what I've been saying.
He didn't show up on the Midnight Channel either.
What's up with that?
No clue. But I think we can be sure now that King Moron was never thrown into the TV.
Then what? He was killed over here? Why not throw him into a TV like all the rest?
They couldn't throw him in.
They couldn't? Well, they've done it a bunch of times already, but I guess everyone screws up sometimes.
Maybe the culprit thought he couldn't kill any more people by throwing them into TVs. I mean, we prevented his last 3 attempts in a row.
Oh, I get you. That could be it.
So they snuffed someone on our side this time to make sure it worked. Damn it. If that's true, then we have no way of preventing more murders unless we catch the killer.
We need more clues. I wonder if Rise-chan's up and around yet.
Yeah, we'll have to put our hopes on her.
It's so hot out. I'm taking this off.
Wait, you're not talking about your head, are you? Cut it out! There's kids watching! Jeez, they'll be scarred for life if they see an empty mascot walking around. Have a little consideration, man.
I'm glad you're back to normal, though. Your fur's all fuzzy again.
Can I feel it?
No. Actually, I'm no longer a hollow bear. I trained and trained, hoping to someday score with Chie-chan and Yuki-chan, and now I finally have an inside.
Yeah, good job with that.
Come on. Can't we give it a rest with the whole scoring thing?
Dude, you're hollow. Taking your head off isn't gonna cool you down.
But I just told you I'm not hollow anymore. It's too hot! I can't stand it! It's so hot! Whoa! What the? Much better.
No way!
Now that hit the spot.
Oh.
Hey, Chie-chan, Yuki-chan.
Yes?
Do you have anything to wear? I'm basically like a newborn at the moment.
Teddy? Is that really you? Wait, did you say you're like a newborn? Then don't take the bottom part off. You need some clothes, right? Come on, let's go look around.
That's Teddy? He said he's not hollow anymore. So, like, he grew himself a body in there?
What kind of creature would do that? I mean, what is he? Then again, this is hardly the first bizarre thing we've seen.
What the hell?
And I gotta admit, it's probably better than him walking around in his bear suit. Oh hey, weren't we gonna see about talking to Rise? I was so shocked that I lost track of what we were talking about. Let's head over to Rise's place. As for Teddy, he's with the girls, so he should be fine.
You're going home to change before heading to the shopping district.
It's finally the season for topsicles again.
Dude, how many are you going to eat? You're gonna get a stomachache.
Sorry we're late.
How'd it take you that long to find clothes for Ted? Whoa. Is that you, Teddy?
Oui, monsieur. How do I look?
Says magnifique. I probably said that horrifically.
Don't encourage him. I have to say, it totally blew my mind. But he's Teddy, all right. This guy had to make it a huge ordeal. Everything was new to him, so it turned into a big mess. He was so excited in the women's section that he started blabbering. Hey, you can't just go around doing whatever you please when you're in this form. Got it?
Well, he can't help it. It's his first time in our world.
All right. You don't need to get all mopey like that. I never said I won't forgive you.
I'm so glad. I was worried that you didn't like me anymore.
Oh, man. If you can behave yourself, you'll be pretty cute.
Is he cute? What do you think, Kanji?
Huh? What are you asking me for?
Well, I was just wondering if he was your type.
Oh, I get it. What you're really asking is, will you please beat the shit out of me, Kanji? It ain't funny, Yukiko-senpai.
Sorry. You'll have to forgive Yukiko. She's helpless when she gets this way.
Oh, please, everyone. Don't fight over me, baby.
Shut up! You picking a fight with me?
Jeez, oh well. Here, Kanji, get whatever ice cream you want. Just share it with Teddy. We're gonna head for the tofu shop. Wait here until we get back.
Wow, you're rich.
I can't just take this from you.
Think of it as a welcome back party for Teddy. Just don't go around making a racket.
Whoa! Whoa, Yosuke, what's gotten into you? You're acting like a real senpai all of a sudden. Oh, I get it. You might say differently, but you're still nice to Teddy. I'm glad Yosuke's developing into such a mature adult. Someone who doesn't let trifles bother him.
What? You're worrying me, Chie.
Oh, it's about Teddy's clothes, that's all. We didn't have the money for them, so we charged the rest to you.
Charge? What? You put it on my account? Oh, what the hell, Chie? I never said you could do that!
What else were we supposed to do? That stuff was expensive, even for Jeanette.
You seriously charged it to me? Why would you do that? You know I just bought a motorcycle. I'm broke.
So, if you're already broke, a little more debt isn't gonna make much of a difference.
What?
Come on, baby. Stop fighting over...
Shut up! This is your fault, you know. You listen here, Ted. You better take really, really, really good care of that. If you put even a single tear in it, I'll make your next set of clothes out of the bear hide you took off.
Yo, Teddy. Don't let it get you down. Let's go get some topsicles.
Let's go on ahead. I think they're going to be a while.
I had a feeling you'd come.
You're...
Are you here to ingratiate yourself with Rise Kujikawa now?
Jeez, why did the clerk even let them charge it to someone else? Huh? Wait, you're that guy we saw with Kanji.
Precisely. I don't believe we've met since then. In fact, I don't believe I've ever introduced myself. My name is Naoto Shiragane. I'm investigating the multiple murders that have occurred here. Mind if I ask you a few questions on the subject? The latest victim, Kenshiro Muraoka. He was a teacher at the school you all attend, correct?
So what?
The public is focused on the fact that he is associated with the second victim's school, but in truth, that's irrelevant. What intrigues me is the inconsistency. This Muraoka has never appeared on television. What do you make of that?
How are we supposed to know?
Well, we'll leave it at that. For my part, I'd like to solve this case as quickly as possible. I'll be keeping an eye on you all. Well then, until we meet again.
Who is that guy?
It felt like he completely saw through us. He even knew about the TV thing.
Oh, hi. Rise-chan, are you okay now?
Good, good.
Are you all here to check up on me?
Well, yeah.
Oh, do you guys have a moment? There's something I want to tell you. Follow me. My grandma's taking care of the shop today.
Huh? Sure, okay.
Tatsuhime Shrine.
Yeah, I remember being at my house. When I came to, though, I was already in the other world.
Aw. Still no real information on the killer.
We met this weird kid named Naoto a second ago.
Oh. He's come to the shop several times. He asked me a lot about the incident. I didn't tell him anything about the other world, though. I figured it'd be a waste of time. Actually, he asked me about you guys, too, but I just made up some stuff. Like, they found me unconscious on the roof at Jeunesse.
Well, I guess that's close enough to the truth.
So...
What's up?
I really appreciate what you did for me. Thank you so much! I love you guys!
Huh? Oh, you don't have to thank us.
Dude, she's so cute. Man, it's finally hitting me that you're the real deal. You really are Risette.
Well, I know I sounded gloomy and all from stress, so I thought you might not like me that way. Do I sound weird? Oh, but I guess it sounds more natural this way to the public. I'm sorry. I've practically lost touch with what the normal me is like.
No need to apologize. Just do what comes naturally.
I think everyone has multiple sides to them. You don't have to force yourself to decide on just one.
It sounds convincing when Yukiko says it.
Huh? Really?
Thanks. I'm glad you're the first people I got to know here.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot your present. The teddy glasses. You don't have to take them, but, well...
I gave you a pair of glasses to hold on to for when Rise joined you. What's she saying when giving them to her?
Senpai, would you be struggling without my help? I can help you in that world, right? With my power. So wouldn't it be better if I joined the team?
Handed the glasses to Rise.
These are kind of like proof that you're one of us.
Explain the effect of the glasses to Rise.
I see. I do remember you all wearing glasses over there. Thanks, Senpai. Now I'm part of the team too.
Rise, could Chikawa join the group? She'd definitely be a strong asset in some of the case.
I'll be going to Yasugami High starting tomorrow. But I don't have any friends yet, so don't ignore me, alright? I do owe you my life, so, you know.
Leave it to me.
Wow, I didn't realize you were so cool, Senpai.
This sure is a rough time to transfer here, though. The kidnappings, King Moron's death, all that and exams are soon, too. Exams. Now I'm depressing myself. I wonder if there's any chance they'll be canceled.
I doubt it. They always hold exams, rain or shine.
I almost got killed by those monsters. Compared to that, exams are nothing.
Alrighty then. Let's discuss the case some more tomorrow at our special headquarters.
Yo, how's it going? Dude, Teddy ate 5 topsicles. Though if you count the ones I had before, well, that makes 6. So I still win.
No one asked.
We're all done talking already. Let's go, Senpai.
When did you get so chipper?
Do you go to Yasugami like Senpai? I'll be starting school there tomorrow, so I hope we get along too.
Huh? Oh. Cool. What grade are you in?
So where's Teddy?
He's over there, finishing up his 5th topsicle. What are we gonna do with him?
Well, I guess I'll take him home.
Good evening. This is Nightline News. Our top story for the night concerns the latest developments in an ongoing story. The serial murder case in Inaba has claimed a 3rd victim. The news shocked local residents, who have not seen another murder in 3 months, and assumed the spree had reached its end. The deceased taught at a local high school. Since his body was found arranged in a similar manner as the last 2 victims,
King Moron's pictures on the news. Seems he really was murdered.
What's wrong? Was it someone you know? He died?
Nanako seems scared. I'm here with you. You can calm Nanako down.
I'm alright.
Nanako seems somewhat relieved.
This marks the second consecutive death after Miss Saki Konishi's, where the target was involved with Yasogami High. Mr. Muraoka was known for his strict teaching methods, and is said to have had constant friction with his students. The police will be pursuing this line of inquiry, and are planning to begin a large-scale investigation tomorrow. We now turn to our reporter at the scene for more details.
News is livelier than usual.
Dad won't be coming home again today.
Maybe she's trying a magic trick. Move a finger on your right hand. To your left hand.
Do it again! Do it again!
This time you move a finger on the left hand. To your right hand.
It moved! Hey, how did you do that? Tell me!
Nanika seems to have cheered up. Put Nanika to bed and decided to call it a night as well. This place.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It seems that you've been called to the development room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. How are things proceeding? Are you gradually drawing nearer to a solution to the mystery?
No.
I see. You still have a good deal of time left. I advise you to press on at your own pace.
The season has changed, but your future is not yet closed. In time, a path will open to you.
Our true reason for calling you here tonight is to provide a new form of assistance to help you achieve just that. Fusing personas. Have you been using our services diligently? The aid we will henceforth provide is an advanced form of fusion. I speak of the power to fuse 4 or more personas at once. I am quite certain that this will enable you to command even stronger powers.
You have a fusion is now available.
Now, your journey will soon reach its climax. And as a result, many challenges, which I cannot foresee at present, await you. Most interesting. Well, until we meet again, farewell.
Yo!
Still can't believe it. Her homeroom teacher was killed. I couldn't get that much sleep yesterday. How about you? Are you alright? I'm okay. Well, if we start getting depressed over something like this, we'll never catch a killer, huh? Oh yeah, this means we'll be getting a new homeroom teacher. I wonder who it'll be. Well, I'm pretty sure that they won't be able to find anyone worse than King Moron. Let's see, shall we? Classroom's bustling.
Hey, is that stuff about King Moron for real?
It was on TV, right? It must be true.
Good morning. I'm Noriko Kashiwagi, your new class teacher starting today. You all probably know already, but now that Mr. Muraoka has passed away, I'll be taking good care of you instead. Okay, why don't we start off with a moment of silence for Mr. Muraoka? Close your eyes, everyone. That should be enough. I'll do my best to fill Mr. Muraoka's shoes. So, our regular exams are still on track for next week. As your principal said, it's times like these when the schedule is most important, Nori-chan. Oh, it must be tough for you, but that's what it means to become an adult, little by little.
I already can't stand her.
First King Moron and now Kashiwagi? How much worse can it get?
Oh, and one more thing. That idol in our first year class, Ms. Kujikawa, was it? In person? She's nothing like she seems on TV, so don't get your hopes up, okay? What's so great about an idol anyway, right, class? She's just a piece of inexperienced jailbait.
Miss Kashiwagi is running on and on.
What's up with her? Does she think she's Rosette's rival?
She doesn't stand a chance against Rosette. I mean, I heard Kashiwagi is on the wrong side of 40.
You know your classmate's gossiping.
I bet King Moron would have been ecstatic to hear Rosette had enrolled here. Someone told me they saw him buying Rise's pinup book.
That sounds kind of pervy. He annoyed the hell out of me, but I feel bad that he got killed.
Oh, you know what? Rosette was on a striptease show.
Huh? A striptease? Dude, if that was true, the paparazzi would have been all over it.
I'm serious. But the reception went bad right when it was getting to the good part. It was on that midnight channel everyone keeps talking about.
You actually believe that crap? How friggin' dense are you? Trust me, you were dreaming it.
The rumor about the Midnight Channel is spreading further.
We'd better wrap this case up quick. Anyways, let's meet up later. Don't make any plans for this afternoon.
Ugh, finals are next week. It's been a while since I failed any subjects.
Yeah, if by a while you mean all the time.
Shut up! Like you've ever seen my scores!
But she always has above average marks in the subjects that she doesn't fail.
Hey, why'd you tell him? My score's just... very... Yeah, that's it. Rise-chan, you too?
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's just, I thought it would take me a while to make any friends at my new school.
Too bad we met under such awful circumstances.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about King Moron's case? He didn't show up on the Midnight Channel even once.
If this person had been inside the TV, I would have sensed it. My nose isn't as sharp now, but I can tell that much.
But they found the body on a foggy day again, right? They said on the news that that crime scene was just the way it was for that announcer and Saki-senpai.
I really wonder about the culprit's motives. Why was Mr. Muraoka targeted?
Hope it wasn't personal. Because there's way too many people who ate a King Moron's guts.
But didn't you say it's people who get famous on TV who are targeted? If the killer's choosing targets by watching TV, I picture him as someone who doesn't know the victims at all. I don't think it's worth trying to figure out motives for that type. There are too many people who hold grudges against you for no reason, even if you've never met them before.
Huh. You sound like you speak from experience, Rise-chan. But with King Moron, he didn't appear on the Midnight Channel or the regular TV. Arrgh, I don't get this at all.
Man, 2 victims in a row from our school. That's gotta set off the police's alarm bells. They're not gonna leave any stones at school unturned.
You know, to be honest, somewhere deep inside, I thought maybe King Moron was the killer. The news says that he was the second victim from Yasogami High, but we all know that's not the case. And I've heard him say more than once that so-and-so deserves to die. But now, I feel bad that I doubted him. He was a capital A asshole, but that doesn't justify killing him. And not just King Moron. I feel sorry for all the victims. I can't forgive the killer, no matter what.
Well, we'll do what we can, for King Moron's sake too. At this rate, you have to figure that the killer has something to do with the school, right? So why don't we split up and...
That won't be necessary.
You?
There is no need to examine the case of Mr. Muraoka any further.
Why's that?
Apparently, the police have found a suspect. It would be best to let them handle the case from here.
How do you know?
I'm on this case as a special investigator, by request of the prefectural police.
What? They found a suspect? Who is it?
As to his name, I haven't been informed. I do know that he is a high schooler. It isn't public knowledge yet, but he isn't a student of your high school. It seems they are quite confident that this boy is the killer. They have testimonies directly linking him with the incident. I expect it's only a matter of time before he is apprehended. Soon this case will be solved, and your town will once again be its peaceful, rustic self.
The suspect is a high schooler? All right. So why come tell us? That's confidential info, right? Why run right here and spill it?
Your game will soon reach its end. I felt I should at least let you know that.
It's not a game to us.
You don't deny, then, that you have involved yourselves in the matter? Well, no matter. I have no reason to say anything further.
A game? Aren't you the one who thinks of this as a game? I don't care if you're a special investigator or an amateur sleuth. All you're doing is solving mysteries. What could you possibly know about us? You're the one who's playing a game here.
One of the victims? She meant a lot to me. How could I possibly treat this like a game? Plus, we made a promise.
Yosuke.
A game. That may be quite true.
Why so understanding all of a sudden?
Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you'd be wandering around like this when the police have a suspect. What, did they get rid of you now that they have their man? Is that why you came here? You were lonely?
Detectives normally aren't involved with arrests, and we never harbor any special emotions regarding a case either. Still, it is rather unfortunate that people are only attentive so long as our services are required. But then, I'm accustomed to it. Much about this case was perplexing, but its solution was surprisingly simple. Well then, I'll be going now.
What was that about? He just said his piece and left? He said they have a suspect. But is this really gonna solve everything?
Who knows?
You all decide to call it a day.
Oh, you're home.
Hey. For some reason, there's an alarm clock inside ticking away. Stirred you in a rush this morning? Yes, certainly. Realize they haven't bought anything from the home shopping program. Blessed hands. Growth 2. Ooh. Growth 2, please. Ow, my leg. We have to wait for the lyrics. It's just the rules. I don't make them. Alright then. English made easy. Not sure why I have to read this, but you begin reading English Made Easy. It's a collection of illustrated sample conversations for many common situations, from good morning to good night. You wonder how often this will actually be useful while living in Inaba. Still some pages of English Made Easy left, so I'd save for the read next time. Da, 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 da. You hear students talking. Final start next week. Senpai, you look pretty down. That's not good for you, you know. Once they're over, summer vacation is far behind, right? Shut it, puny underclassman. I have to study for my college entrance exams. Once you're a third-year student, you'll get a taste of what it's like to take tests all year. Remember guys, the finals are starting next week. If you fail, you have to attend our lovely summer school. Anyway, today we're going to talk about sex linkage. Sex linkage inheritance is dependent on say it simply, it's genetic inheritance that's caused by whatever decides if you're male or female. An example is calico cats. Calico cats are almost entirely female. Not that there aren't any boys, but apparently there's only one out of every several tens of thousands. Maybe they're rare. These rare male calico. Fucking hell. Who is the criminal? You have no choice but to wait until more progress is made in the investigation. Another murder. It's Mr. Maruka this time. To think there's someone even scarier than King Moran out there somewhere. Oh no, I'm so afraid of being murdered right now. Excuse me, but I have another request. Would you let me ask you? Go ahead. Ah, well, thanks to you, my room is safe, but I'm nervous when I have to go outside like this. So, I think if I had something that I could keep with me a little time, I could relax a little. Like, yeah, maybe a veil, or... yeah, how about a charmed veil? I couldn't trade you more keys for it, so can I trust you to do this for me? This time I'll give you more. I'll look for it. Thank you so much. I'm sure you can handle it. Right around the neighborhood. You're able to make it to Oakland City. You now have the feel for this local area. Today is a day ending in 2. That means it's a bonus day. Today is a 30-frame bonus day. The crane game is usually 100 yen per try, but today you can try twice for the same amount. Grand prize now is Jack Frost doll. Supplies limited. First come, first serve. Hey, do you have a lot of time on your hands right now? I'm in a little trouble. Feel like making some money? Sure? Oh really? Well, here you go. Shoved a bunch of pocket tissue packets into your arms. These have our add-on. I'll need to hand them out to people around town. Just anyone who looks like they can in time. You don't have to give them to anyone who looks like they're walking somewhere. These are the costume shops and cafes on the other side of the station, so be sure to hit up the people there. Cover the area of the police station too. Count on you. Give tissues to anyone standing still. Oh, for me? Thank you. I'll make sure to carry these with me. They're useful when my fingers from movie sessions. Huh? What? Tissues? Oh, great. These always come in handy. Yeah, like when you're hungry. You don't eat the tissues, okay? And don't burn your nose during the movie either. For me? I can't accept things for citizens, unless it's the lost and found. There's so many uses for tissue paper, making voodoo dolls and... Stop, just stop. Sorry about that. Hey, I'll take one too. What? I don't usually take these things. But if it's just tissue, sure, I'll take some. It's just so cute. Should have got more fashionable clothes. This thin, brittle tissue paper is just like my life. Thanks, I'll take some. The shop across the way is a wide variety of clothes, but it doesn't seem like I have many options in life. Jesus Christ. That was a bad timing. Very smooth. It's rare that I hear you praise someone. Here, I'll take some to commemorate the occasion. So, want to go to that cafe and relax for a while? Report back to him saying you finished handing out the tissue. Whoa, you done? Well, here you go, you saved me. Oh yeah, you got some time, you should give the game play the game until it tells you to come out later. I'm gonna aim for every prize. Alright. Is there a handwritten sign? Unit quantities. First come, first served. Current prize Jack Frost doll. 100 you have 2 attempts. Okay, yes. So play the game until it tells you to come back later. You won't be able to get anything. Still have one more attempt. You kind of figure how to enjoy the crate game. Fucking hell. Oh god. Feels bad, man. Sorry. Charismatic fashionista. Crook refers a wide selection of clothing for ladies and men. Fashion is passion. Let's start a revolution. Please consult me if you'd like some tips on coordinating a fashionable look. By the way, you caught my eye. I must say you're a rare bird. Your cool exterior doesn't completely hide your surging manliness. My fashion radar is ping ping pinging, comrade. Just for you, I'll make an exception and personally coordinate some charismatic ensembles for you. I'd like to introduce you to a new arrival. Ladies across the country have been waiting for this. The butler set has finally arrived. Girls will swoon over the formal English butler look. Stylist to die for. I'm Reiko Osa, charismatic fashionista. Excuse me, are you perhaps searching for the cleaning uniform? This cleaning uniform would look perfect on you. I can't recommend it enough. Please buy it. Stylist to die for. I'm Reiko Osa. Okay. No, could be quick. So I need to buy the cleaning uniform. No. Customer, don't put value in your life, do you? Like the look in your eyes. When you take a sip of the coffee I make, your consciousness will be swallowed by the rapids. Will you discover something there, or will you simply roll away? Don't worry, you will not be denied the opportunity, but you must have resolve. And a sunglasses went inside the cafe. Oh wait, do I actually spend time here? Sure. Here you go. I'm impressed that you had the intestinal fortitude to set foot in here after what I said. My name is Mumon. I'm the owner of this establishment, and even though this cafe is a chain, I absolutely refuse to serve mediocre coffee. I'll sacrifice my standards for no one. I've got an older brother. I don't keep in contact with him much nowadays, but caused him quite a bit of trouble. He became a Buddhist monk, following in our family tradition, but he's socially awkward. I wonder how he's doing. Sorry about that. When I start reminiscing, I have a hard time controlling myself. Well, drink up. It's a sublime cup of coffee. No, it's more than that. It's an experience. If you underestimate it, it'll break you. Inside of your mouth is getting numb, but now it's sharply acidic, yet the body is full and rich, with sweet undertones. Its flavour is bold, too bold. As you're swept up in a black torrent of flavours, you desperately reach towards something and grasp it. Here on a card icon, just saying sinister there. Drink coffee when you have a persona equipped that knows a skill with this card icon, and you can obtain a card with that skill. This persona has no skills with card icon shown, you will not gain a skill card. Ah. Kid, I'm closing up soon. Judging by the current time of day, it appears that you lost consciousness. I guess your palate was overstimulated by mature flavours and you succumbed. You're still a child. It's late. Let's return home.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Oh, the delivery. Rancid gravies. Study? No. Lol. Oh. Cute text message. It's from Yosuke. OMG. OMG, OMG. The movie I want to see is finally out. Dominator 2, yeah baby, but I hate going to Okina all by myself, so if you go, call me up and we'll see it. The movie Yosuke wanted to watch is now being shown at the theatre. If you go to the movie theatre, perhaps you should invite Yosuke. Okay. English made easy. It's the same.
I'm sorry.
It's an emergency. You could force yourself under your umbrella.
Thank you.
I couldn't find my folding umbrella. It's odd, because I always have one in my bag. Oh, did I use it when I was with Chie? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Now I'm a little nervous. What if you start to talk? That's fine with me. Really? It's alright with you. I guess it's fine with me too. Just kidding. Hope it stops raining by the time school gets out. You all seem really sad. I know it's tough. I still can't believe Mr. Morooka was taken from us. Faculty officers still in shock too. But we can't sob about it all day. Today we're going to put the physical back in education. We're going to play rugby. And don't even think about getting lazy because it's hot. It's hot, but run. Keep running, sweat, and then eat shaved ice. Because the shaved ice you eat after exercise is the best. Brain freeze. Aw yeah, ha ha ha. You seem to be cool, Chris, and smooth while running. What's the medical term for brain freeze? Yes, fantastic. It's when you eat something cold like shaved ice, it constricts the flesh around the trigeminal nerve? Or trigeminal nerve? I don't know. That's the nerve that tells your brain that your forehead hurts, and so you think your forehead hurts. Alright, I can see you're all sweating hard. The more you sweat, the better the shaved ice will be when you're done. Big brain. Wonderful. Cleaning mop and cleaning uniform is just for one reason and one reason alone, and that is for cleaning. Indeed, those items show your will in taking on the passion of our club. We definitely want you to have this. It's been passed down all these years. May your passion never go out. Pass it on to the underclassmen who come before you. Is that any good? I don't want to go home. I have a request for you, but think you can help me out? What's your request? I need to look the same as my sister without the flower brooch. My sister hasn't noticed, but if she does, I think she'll be mad at me, so I've looked all over, but I can't find one. Do you have one? I'll find one for you. Really? Thanks so much. I'm looking for a flower brooch, okay? Your big help? Huh? What? They just walk up to me and talk to me all of a sudden? Don't you know that's rude? Oh, sorry for doing it like that. It's fine, I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere or anything. So, the female student is mumbling and obviously flustered. Perhaps she's the one who wrote the email request that Rock showed me. She wants to improve her conversation abilities. What do you want? Stop staring at my face. Words are harsh. But you dealt with the cold response well due to your understanding. What? Normal people would have left by now, yelling something at me. You're weird. What are you standing there for? Say something to me. Got that? Your girl ran away. I do have a piece of this.
Oh!
I heard this rumor that people have been seeing a ghost. They say an old woman wearing black appears on the riverbank. But what's funny is that she appears on holidays during the day. It's odd, isn't it? I'd like to see her.
Oh!
As soon as you go with it right now. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a Humi shrine. Okay, seems to vanish for some reason. Do you remember Sai-san, the waitress? She seems to have told everyone about you. Now they're saying I should bring you home. Adults are so quick to poke fun at me. Such a hassle, isn't it? Well, of course my family runs it in, so guests come by all the time. Maybe next time you can just come in. Oh, Yuki-chan. Oh, the deputy mayor. People at the inn seem very busy. Something going on?
Hmm?
Oh no, today was the interview for the travel show. On TV? That's great. You'll try and make Inaba look inviting, won't you?
I'm sorry.
I have to go. You're gonna be on TV? No, I won't. We request that no employees will be filmed or shown. It seems like a serious travel show, so everyone's eager to help. They need me to help clean, so I have to go now. Yukiko looks apologetic. Good. There you are, Yuki-chan. Sai-san? What's wrong? That TV crew came, but don't go to the inn. It was a trick. It's those people from that News of the Weird show. And I think they're looking for you, so stay put, you got that? Huh? Okay, but... There you are. No use in hiding, future manager of the Cursed Inn. Cursed Inn? We know all about that murder case. Mayumi Yamano stayed at your place, right? And you guys have been hurting with dropping visitors, huh? So I came up with a great idea. High school manager's embarrassing struggle renovating the Cursed Inn. How does that grab you? Customers will be pouring in, I tell you. I don't understand what you... I want you to be the star. When we introduce the hot springs, let's film a little bathing scene, eh? The modest manager's steamy service. Our ratings will be through the roof. Sounds like a great idea. Listen, you. Anyway, please leave. We're not interested in your coverage. You're refusing? Look, kid. You don't know the power of television, do you? I can't blame you living in the countryside. We're trying to help you out here. I mean, do you want the patients to dry up? If you're going to be the next manager, I'm trusting you to make the right decision here. I won't be the next manager. Oh, really? That's so. Well, you just say the word and I can hook you up with a better gig than running this dump of an inn. Call yourself the former high school innkeeper. Heh heh heh, I'm already like the sound of that. Why don't you hear me out? How dare you say that to Yuki-chan? It's okay, let him say what he wants. We'll go home once he gets it all out. The shit? You say your inn has been going for generations, all that means is it's crappy and run down. Tradition is so last year, you'd be better off if you did close up the shop. I've seen the stuff you serve, small portions, decent service, nothing that stands out. From customers, you can't just do the same old, same old. You guys don't get that, and that's why you suck. Your waitresses don't even give any extra service till you tip them, huh? Hey, I know. Why don't you make all the waitresses young girls and have them do all-day menus? You know, spread the futon out, then go straight in. But anyways, I was saying, let's give your place a little TV-style publicity. Use your head, will you? The hell up. Don't say another word about our inn. You take your stupid ideas seriously. From now on, we refuse any coverage from your station. You bitch. If that's how you want to play it? I'll plaster those words all over prime time. See how that feels? Go ahead, by all means. And then we'll respond with an official complaint to your sponsors. This isn't sounding good, sir. I said some incredible things. Haha. Haha. Oh, I should contact the inn. I'll see you later. I just kind of lost it when he was insulting everyone. Was I scary? You were cool. Really? Thank goodness. Okay, seems relieved. There was a time not long ago when I thought, if it closed, it's like my home. It's where everyone in my world is. Can't let it close. Seems Yuko is starting to face her true feelings. What's this? Medium chance. Get rid of. Get rid of fire break. Oh.
Just a little longer.
My heart's still racing. Please.
Thank you.
Ubu.
Welcome back.
Oh, 2 secs. Ow! I thought you heard a woman shouting somewhere. Should I pretend not to notice and continue cleaning?
Oh, you're here.
So I can look like she's in a bad mood. Did you hear that commotion? That was the first time anyone ever called me a slutty bitch to my face. Like a soap opera. Seriously. When I laughed at her feeble attempt at an insult, she scratched at me. Who's the bitch now? Sayako smiles wryly. In the previous hospital I worked at, I had a relationship with one of the doctors, but he had a wife. She found out, I was forced to quit, and I started working here. Not too long after, it seems he began flirting again, this time with a different nurse at the hospital. I don't know what happened, but I got dragged back into it. His wife came all the way here to bitch at me. The other nurses were just watching with these stupid smirks on their faces. That can't be helped. You're right, I'd probably do the same in their place. Strangers are strangers. It's like it smells wryly. Everything's just a pain. It wasn't like this at first when I first thought about becoming a nurse. What am I working for? What am I living for? Oh.
I'm sorry.
I was just grumbling to myself. I'm pretty bold for a kid. It's like who smiles. I better go now. I'm sure that bitch is gone by now.
Goodbye now.
Careful going home. Finish your job and went home. I'm sure you're all feeling anxious knowing your homeroom teacher is deceased. Well, to be honest, us teachers are kind of afraid ourselves. The culprit's still on the loose. There's no sense wasting time more and learning about it. Let's get to work. Today we'll talk about Kobodaishi, or Kukai. First, let's look at this kanji. Hey, Soy-chan, isn't that a misprint in the textbook? It's supposed to be... Haha, good eye. But no, this is the wrong kanji, but the book is supposed to print it this way. It's actually quoting... broken. Quit staring at the puppet and pay attention to the book. Which famous Heian or Heian era monk famously used the wrong version of the kanji? Kukai. Yep, that's right, it was Kukai. You were listening after all. Here's an old saying, even Kobo made mistakes in writing. Kobo is another name for Kukai, and this was the mistake he made. This happened when he wrote the name Altamon on the frame of the Alton gates in the city of Kyo. But it wasn't until after they put the frame up that he noticed that he missed the dot on top of the character. Instead of taking the entire thing down to redo it, he added the dot by throwing his calligraphy brush at the gate. By the way, my wife made this doll for me by hand. Don't you think she did a great job making it like me? Oh, nice.
Yo.
I think do that and then go back to save one. Do it that way. Ow, my leg. Ah. How are you? I mean, what are you doing here again? No one asked you to come. Well, I'm busy. So what's on your mind? Do you need help speaking? Where'd you hear that? Oh, it's not like I'm worried about it. Leave me alone. I'm just quite worried about her speech and defensive about it as well. Give her lessons. She can speak well enough to teach others. You offered a teacher. Conversation lessons. I don't need them. Leave me alone. But if you want to teach someone, then maybe I'll listen to you for a while, just to be nice. Give her some tips on how to converse with other people. You should have told me this earlier. Oh, that's not right. It would have been most desirable if you would have imparted this wisdom at a much earlier occasion. Like that. Thank you. I hope you could teach me again. Bye. Oh, girl ran away. Where is Yosuke? And do I have a magician? I do not. He is here though, yeah? Yeah, he's there. So let's go grab him. So the magician. Oh. Something's different. Marie's nowhere to be found. There's another piece of paper on the floor. Something's written on it in spiky handwriting.
You killed me. You are a murderer. By your silent smile. By your composed voice. By your dark eyes. By your bashful fingers. I am slain. I am a corpse. Foolish. Wretched. Happy. Surely I'll simply rot away. My last words. Adieu. Au revoir. Mon chéri.
Especially another of Marie's poems.
What is this?
Why? Why is this happening? What is this doing here? But however it happens, stop reading them. If you keep doing that, your eyes are going to rot out. They'll rot away and you'll be sorry you read my stuff. I hate you, you suck. I hate you, you suck murderer. Stop reading. Marie blushes angrily. This doesn't make sense. I wouldn't leave this here. Marie returns to her seat and looks confused. Pyro Jack. Sure. Blew up. see Yosuke. Oh no, banana, oh no.
Yo!
Hey, got a minute? Got an offer I think you might be interested in. Yosuke seems desperate.
Alright!
Let's go then. Jeunesse grocery department. You could help with restocking after Yosuke begged you.
Welcome!
One and all, choice salmon, 59 yen a slice, just as advertised. And while you're at it, how about some cheese, direct from Italy, and just 298 yen, for today only? Restock this shelf too. You're in 5,500 yen working at Jeunesse. Jeunesse food court. Came with Yosuke after work. I'm dead tired. They decided on the sale at the last minute and Dad was bugging me to find helpers. I told him I didn't have time for that, but he was listening.
Thanks, man.
Hey, I'm glad you were there. Thanks. No problem. Really are a good guy. Oh, Hanamura. What's with the crowd today? It's very busy. If I'd known, I would have skipped out. Please don't. You got a bonus for today, right? Yeah, a whole 500 yen. I'm trying to save up. Give me a raise. Well, I don't think I can help you there. What's the point then? Two began talking nearby, talking very loudly. At this rate, my graduation trip will be somewhere in Japan. Maybe I should ask my parents to pay for it. Why don't you hire a guy to pay? Huh, like Saki did? Yosuke's biting his lip. Was it during our second year when Saki eloped to me? Yep, apparently she got with a college guy who came home and went off with him. But she came right back saying she'd save money and leave on her own. Huh? You mean she was dumped? Who knows? She started working here to save money, didn't she? You know, us high school girls can make easy money if we really want to. Paris gossiping continues. Doesn't matter. It's just hot air. I'm not letting it get to me. It's sad to be talked about like that, though. We're the only ones who can avenge Saki-senpai. We're special. We're the only ones. So, there's no need to bother with outsiders. Man, you're mature. I saw the kid in me inside the TV. I felt I needed to change. Yosuke is smiling sheepishly. I think it's good you came along. Because of you, I was able to make it this far. Yosuke is nodding firmly. You feel your relationship even deeper grown, of course. What should get rid of? Sonic Punch, I guess. What a pain. Oh, not you. I wonder what it is. I don't know.
Oh, you're home.
Oh, Mogger's May. There's someone watching you. What do you want to do today? Work.
Yeah!
That's the lesson about the Mariana Islands. Let's take a breather and talk about some fun. The Mariana Islands are in the area of the ocean where typhoons are born. There's a line on the map that typhoons can never cross. Let's see, broken. You've blended into this class a little too well. Which line can a typhoon never cross? The equator. Yes, that's correct. I'm surprised you knew that one. Typhoons are moved by global air currents called atmospheric circulation. If one forms in the northern hemisphere, it moves north. If it forms in the south, it moves south. That's why a typhoon can never cross the equator. Isn't that interesting? Make sure you tell your parents that I'm an interesting teacher, okay? Feedback like that affects my paycheck. Haha, just kidding. Let's continue the lesson. Big brain. Oh, excuse me. Yes, high school. Oh. Awkward girl teary-eyed. Your lesson didn't work. I just tried starting up a cheerful conversation with a girl in my class. But I got nervous all of a sudden. I said something I wasn't even thinking. Move aside, ugly, I'm coming through. Well, what should I do? She should start crying. Apologize to her. Instruct her about the social importance of having the courage to apologize for your mistakes. You're right, I'll apologize to her. Hurting others without apologizing is selfish and cowardly. I'll go apologize. Maybe after I do, I can try and have a real conversation with her. I can't keep using my bad conversation skills as an excuse. I'll do my best. The awkward girl appears to have broken through the fear that was stunting her social growth. Accomplished her quest written on the email. She will report out to the fox. Moggers. And then it's Chariot, which, let me check. It's Chia. Do I have a chariot? Yes, I do.
Yo!
Yes. Then you want to train?
Yeah!
Central Shopping District in front of the Chinese diner Aya. Finished today's training and decided to stop by with Chie. Steak bowl or a combo plate? The ultimate decision. Just stop it. Shut up, dumbass. Yeah, that's right. We all know it's time to cough up. What, this it? Quit bullshitting us. With that voice, it can't be. Let's go. Takeshi? Hey, someone's here. Whatever, let's take their money while we're out here. This guy only had 1,000 yen on him. Chie. Hey. What are you running for? Gonna hide on a girl, huh? You right? I'm fine. You've always been good at this stuff like this. They took all my money, you're gonna get them from me, right? Well, just tip me off. You cowards ganging up on one guy, you'll be ashamed. Just take care of them for me.
Wait!
That was fast. Sheesh. Oh, what's the matter? Let's slow down. Huh? What's with this bitch? Think you're all that? I ain't afraid to hit a girl. Kick your ass. Hanks are aggravated by Chie's taunt. Things aren't looking good. Huh? Chie seems discontent. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, that guy who ran away might call the cops. Screw this, let's go. Hey, hold on, wait. The heck? Running away when you step in? Why'd you butt in? What, you thought you couldn't leave it up to me? I could have handled them by myself. Sorry. Charging myself caused you trouble. There's no trouble.
Thank you.
She looks apologetic. You're right, huh? I gotta remember I'm not alone. It's always like that. Everyone's doing their best. Then I start to worry that it's all up to me and I gotta work harder. I worry that someday I'll end up causing even more trouble like I did today. I'm so stupid. Seems Chia regrets her grandstanding. But Chia is quite passionate. Oh, nice. Thank you. Never mind. I need to work harder, huh? Why am I moping? I'll think about it some. Though I'm not too smart. What?
See you later!
Welcome back.
Thanks, dude. Hey, this is cool. Want to study together next Sunday? I'll drag Daisuke along too. Sound good? Okay. Alright, don't forget. You have any plans to go out Sunday? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Wait. Basically in the dark silent hallways. I thought you heard something down a hall. Sometimes I pretend not to hear it. Psycho found you and brought you in here. Psycho isn't saying anything. Did something happen?
Stop!
Do you think you're some kind of counselor now?
I'm sorry.
There's no point in taking it out on you. I just got a call from the hospital I last worked at. The patient I was assigned to died. He was still just a little child. He always said he wanted to go to school, but it looks like he'll never get that chance. You know, he proposed to me. I told him I'd think about it when he became an adult. But I forgot about him. When I transferred here, I was so busy, I thought about him once in a while, but soon I just forgot. But he was fighting for his life that entire time. What am I doing? Don't blame yourself. I do, of course I blame myself. Why did I transfer? When a patient gets better, I get left behind, but now I'm the one who left the patient behind. There should have been something I could have done. Psycho seems to be tormenting herself. Say something to her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you came today. Psycho looks at you needily. I feel that Psycho trusts you.
I'll do it.
I asked you something. Anything I can do. Goodbye. Okay then.
Goodbye now.
Yo!
Hey, that guy the police are after? What was he like? How's the investigation going? I can't stop worrying about it. Speaking of worrying about things, we have tests coming up next week. I can't study when I'm thinking about our investigation. Focus! I guess you're right. How am I supposed to argue with that? Oh, yeah. And that's our lesson on the Saxon Wars that Charlemagne brought about during the 8th and 9th centuries. Speaking of Charmeleon, the King of Hearts in the deck of cards is supposedly modelled after him. King of Hearts has a characteristic that the other kings don't. I wonder if any of you knows what it is. Well, Rickon, please stand up. Tell me what makes the King of Hearts look different from the other kings in a standard deck of cards. He has no mustache. Ho ho, you noticed the details, Rickon. That's good. Yes, the King of Hearts is the only one without a mustache. Back then, playing cards were made using the same methods as books, by etching and engraving, so the clerk's hand slipped, and the resulting mistake with his chisel shaved off the mustache. Since then, that design has become commonplace, and so the King of Hearts is simply drawn without a mustache. Isn't this a great example of one small mistake making its way into history? You never know where these little doodles you make on your answer sheets will end up in the future. Smirked. Dun dun dun. Ugh, no one told me there weren't going to be bonuses. Contractors are employees too, you know. That stupid furniture store would be nothing without my fashion sense. It's so rude. I need a reward for my hard work. I feel like seeing a boy in formal wear. I'm just in that kind of mood. Nothing too big or ill-fitting. Something nice and well-tailored to make me go, aww. They were selling something like that at Crocus Club. That's not enough. Hey, you're pretty cute. I bet you look great in it. Don't you have any outfits like that? I'll look for some. In that case, I'd like to see something you might wear to a wedding. Not ours, mind you. Don't jump to conclusions. Well, if you have something like that, bring it. I'm interested to see. Oh, yes, that's it. Ah, so wonderful. You look good in that. So you should give it another 5 or 6 years. This is great. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, here, have this. I gotta be careful with my own clothes, wrinkles and stains. And boys shouldn't slack on their skincare. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty used to this crane game. Ice Cube. Didn't see any prizes that you think have a chance of winning. Really? 716? He says he gets the Jack Frost doll. Huh. Maybe I got really unlucky. Okay. Well, it's what it is. Box. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Thanks. I think I'm actually going to end stream there. Because I'm hungry and kind of tired, so needs must. Anyway, I love you all. Look after yourself, stay hydrated, enjoy the rest of your day / evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm either going to play Resident Evil 3, or I'm going to play Diablo, or both. We'll see what I feel like. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow either way. Take care.
You know what? You know what? You two
for regular updates.
You two do my outro.
What, did you just do it?
No, I'll do it again.
Alright. Discord! Go there for news! Also, updates! There's a YouTube channel, that's where the VODs are! Buy shirts, merch.
Yeah.
Twitter. If you don't like Discord, there's a Twitter. Fill out the form.
This form will send you to your grave. Sign it now.
Fill out the form to get your permission slip to go to Chernobyl. Daddy's brand sauce is coming all over your face. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Rate 5 stars back in 2007.
Make sure to visit someone else's.
Make sure to visit www.com.
Could you repeat that one?
That's www.com.
Join in, Sam.
Hang on.